All right, good morning, everyone. Welcome to Supermarket Prep. I hope you're having an amazing morning. Hopefully, you guys had an incredible day yesterday. Good morning, Peter. How you doing today? Peter. Peter froze, I think, or he's doing a very good job at that. All right, we lost Peter. He was a good man. Hopefully, he'll be back. But Peter, look at his hat. Look how beautiful his hat is this morning. So we have to have him back to talk about this selection of hats that our good buddy Peter has. So there he is. If he comes back, we'll say hello to him. Friends over on YouTube, you should be able to see me perfectly fine. But on our chat room, we cannot get the video over in our chat. At least I cannot for some reason. Tried 3 different browsers. None of them give me permission to share to you. So for some reason, I am not allowed to do that. So IT's got to figure that out. But you know IT's answer is, oh, it's you. It's not me. It's you. No, buddy. This is you somehow. You got to figure this out. But we'll see how that goes. Friends, quick look at our gappers list this morning. We have a bunch of stuff in the green, a little bit in the red, pretty quiet compared to some of the lists that we're used to seeing. So again, not a whole lot right now as far as the gappers list, which is okay. We kind of expected this going into this holiday week, right? So is it half day today, I believe. Think I hear Peter. I don't see him yet, but I believe it's...
Hello.
Yeah, Peter, how you doing? You went from a beautiful hat to some colors. I see now. And I think I might have lost it again. I think I did. All right, Peter will come back. But yeah, we expect this out of this week. A half day today, I believe, going into Christmas Eve. And then we're off tomorrow and then back on Friday. So it should be a lot of fun, man. All right, we'll dive right in as Peter comes back. Let's take a look at some stuff quickly here so we can save some time. CREV.
Hello.
Yep, I hear you, Peter. I don't see you,
Goodness.
but I hear you.
Yeah, I got the patented Microsoft blue screen of death just as I went to
Oh,
share the screen for the chat room, and then
yeah,
it took forever for my PC to reboot. So sorry about that. And when
yeah.
I came back, of course, things are not working like my camera. So
Oh man,
we'll have
yeah.
to keep resetting.
Okay,
Oh, and
all right.
apparently can't hear me. Hold on.
No, I could hear you. People should be able to hear. Do you guys hear Peter over on YouTube chat? Do you guys hear Peter?
See,
I
my
hear you
volume
fine.
is very low, or no,
Oh, I'll
not at
push you
all.
higher. I'll push you
Well, let's see.
higher. But I hear you very good. So, all right. Um, Excellent, friends. Okay, let's take a look at the first one on here. CREV. Peter, I see you now. Excellent. There you are, my friend. Welcome. Before you disconnected, you froze on your beautiful hat this morning, so we're showing people your hat. And is that an ugly sweater you got going on today?
Well, I don't know. I'm offended, but yeah,
That's what
I
they're
guess it
called.
is. It does say it's a gingerbread man. He's saying bite me.
Yeah.
So it's one of my favorite Christmas sweaters. So
Beautiful thing, man. Beautiful thing.
really,
We're
very cool.
definitely in the spirit here today, friends. Let's get into CREV, first one on the Gappers list this morning. Actually, let's back up. Before we do that, Peter, any U.S. economic event now that I have you?
No, actually, there is nothing scheduled for today, as you would expect. It's a quiet day. Keep in mind, everybody, the markets close at 1 o'clock this afternoon. So we've got an early day, which means that volume is going to be probably low from the get-go. I'm already seeing some low volumes out there on things like Tesla and others. So expect low volume. It's going to taper off very quickly after the open, and then we'll just coast into the 1 o'clock close in the markets. And then the markets are closed all day tomorrow, so don't forget that. People are saying that they're not hearing me in the chat room. I don't know
I don't know why. I hear you perfectly fine. Um, if I hear you, they should be able to hear you. Over on YouTube, are you guys hearing Peter? I hear you loud and clear, man. Yeah, they're saying they hear you. So, in the
why.
chat room, if you cannot hear Peter, try resetting because some people are saying yes, and yeah, I don't know why they're not being able to hear you.
You can hear? Well, look for the hat changes. That way you'll know it's real. I've got a whole series of hat. We'll keep changing them. You can know when things are progressing.
Yeah, put your volume even higher just in case. But again, don't know why they're saying they cannot hear you. Okay. All right, friends, let's continue here. So right now, CREV, first on the gappers list, up 221%, 9.9 million shares traded. So again, ton of volume this morning, hard to borrow on it. Float on this bad boy is 1.7 million. So it is on the lower side of things. You got to be very careful with this one this morning. I already see Java, good low flow trader, already calling this out. CREV looking good, like my pre-market feast. So Jared is already on to deck on this. I'm not sure if he's in already, but this is his stuff that he looks for in the morning. So high flying today, definitely in play. Peter, any news on this one this morning?
After the close yesterday, they did announce that they had received $25 million in new financing. So that's good news for them. And it's coming out in 5 different tranches of $5 million each. Anyway, so that's why they got some additional funding to continue operations. Good news for them.
Yeah, great news for them. All right, chat room is still saying they cannot hear you. I'm going to do this. I'm going to reset on my end just to make sure that you guys get a fresh connection. So let's do that here. Beirut chat room, we're going to reset. Going to turn off my mic, turn it back on. But again, I hear you perfectly fine. I think YouTube hears you as well. Peter, say something to see if the chat room can hear you now.
All right, let's test it out. Can you hear me in the chat room? Hopefully you
I see
can.
the bars going too. So
yes. All
okay.
right, there you go.
Right.
Apparently that worked.
Maybe when you disconnect, there's something funky happened, but you are back, my friend.
Could be.
All right. Excellent. All right, friends. So again, CREV in play today. I'm going to add in my risky pile just to take a look at it. So CREV, I'm not going to trade it, but it's going to be a fun one today. It's high flying this morning from $6 to 12. 10 million shares trade. That's going to be a whole lot of fun. Next on the list is JTAI. So JTAI up 75%. Another even lower float this morning. Is that 70,000? Am I reading that correctly? 0.07 million. That should be 70,000. Peter, please confirm.
On the float?
Yeah. What's the float on that?
I see 1.1 million shares on the float. So,
yeah, okay, so a little bit higher.
Low.
Yeah, it's still very low.
One way or the other.
But much higher than 70,000, which is what I'm seeing here in Trading Terminal. Any news on this on high flying today? Low flow stock also in play.
I'm not sure how big of an ounce it is. This is a private jet service using AI out of Las Vegas. They've announced that they've introduced Ava, who is their AI agent, an agentic AI model. People are inventing new words. I don't think agentic is actually a word, but it's an agent-like AI model. Anyways, so you can book your private jets through Ava. You just give her a call, apparently, and you'll be able to book your private jets with jet.ai. So there you go.
That is awesome.
Yeah, apparently you just call. If you want, call 1-888-492-4538. There you go. There's your ad for jet.ai. Give it a call, book your private jet. You can talk to Ava. She'll give you all the information you need. So
awesome. We'll be expecting our check for that ad right there.
Yeah, I think it's worth saying, by the way, it's only on a day like today Jet AI would ever make our list, right? Just because there's really not much else going on. And any other day, we wouldn't even recognize this because it would just it would be lost in the shuffle with everything else. It is this type of, when you see this type of company that we're talking about, because nothing else is moving.
Yeah, I agree. Again, it is in play. I'm not going to be having this one on my list, so I'll skip on that one. Let's move on down to another one that I probably haven't heard of before, ALES this morning. So these guys are up 32%, 21 million shares traded. Hard to borrow, 76 million shares flow, so a little bit on the higher side of things. As you can see here in the Trading Terminals Gappers list, guys, you can get this for free, by the way, tradingterminal.com. You can come in here and see a bunch of our scanners, these two included. So ALES, Peter, again, we got some movement going on here. I'm not interested in any of this movement or the way it is right now. Anything you like on it?
Wait, what's happening here? I've lost
what's going on?
Feed.
Uh-oh.
I've lost our live feed. Sorry, just
Your
trying to
your
get the.
computer is ready to get on
It
vacation. I don't
is.
blame it. I don't blame it.
Yeah, it needs a holiday. LAES. All right, let's get back to work. Once my this is Seal SQ, a semiconductor company out of Switzerland that I have frankly never heard of. But look, they oh, interesting. They apparently have announced that they've got a new technology out there that is going to tackle Bitcoin's quantum vulnerabilities. So, what does that mean? Well, they propose, they say, anyways, that they have some new technology in the field of post quantum cryptography, which, of course, is known as PQC. I mean, we all know that, right? Anyways, that is created hardware that'll be resistant to any hacking or infiltration of crypto networks. So obviously that could be of interest. Is it real? Does it provide better security than other solutions out there? No idea. But their press release is talking tough, and it's got them moving. Again, another one of these stocks I really feel like it's only on a day like today where this thing would get any attention. We would move right past it on any other day.
Yeah, absolutely, man. I agree with you there. Only on day like today when there's a little bit of action this morning, as we would expect. Next one on deck. Again, I'm not interested in that. Doesn't fit my criteria for I'm looking for. DRCT this morning. This is up 13%. 9.6 million shares traded. Again, another minor low flow here at 0.34 million, which again, probably 300,000. I'm not interested, man. This is Direct Digital Holdings. Peter, what's the latest and greatest?
Oh my God. My PC is like really just doing things this morning.
Yeah. Do you want to restart and come back? Maybe that could
Nah,
help.
it's
You sure?
push through, man. Push through. All right,
Okay.
Direct
Okay.
Digital Holdings. This is we don't normally see advertising companies on here, but this is an advertising agency that I don't really see any news on. I really can't tell you why it's moving because it doesn't look like they've had any interesting announcements for an ad agency. That seems like an oversight on their part. Uh, but um, I really don't know why they're moving. Terrible advertising.
Yeah, that does not make sense there. Yeah, I don't like it, guys. More of a penny stock breaking out of $1 yesterday into $5 now at 6. In play if it's your cup of tea, definitely watch it. I won't be doing that. Man, nothing on here except CREV, which is really more for entertainment purposes and because Jared might be trading it, so I want to see what he does. But other than that, nothing that I like here. Let's take a look at RXRX. This one up 4%, 851,000. Major float on this one, 323 million is what I'm showing. Lower price, a stock at $7 here, moving today. Peter, any news on Recursion Pharmaceuticals? Will make sense with the RXRX.
I mean, this one at least we've seen before. It has been on our list in the past. This is an AI-powered pharmaceutical company called Recursion Pharmaceuticals. Um, they again, no real news on them. I mean, I don't know if somebody's taking the opportunity of the lower volume in the markets to push this thing. If I look at the daily, very choppy. I mean, that daily chart is not looking happy to me. That clearly, and I just look at the trading yesterday. Yeah, it's got more volume over the last month and a half. I would say you can certainly see that increase in volume since early November, but the price action doesn't look all that great. I mean, it had a move yesterday. Will it do it again today? Maybe, but yeah, I don't know what to make of this. Probably not one that I'm going to pay much attention to.
Yeah. All right. Let's move on down. Okay. Here we go. AVGO. We're going to get lucky with this one, hopefully. This has been very, very active. Look at the daily, how beautiful that is. Gapped up a few days ago. Since then, volume has increased. You can see right on here how much volume we've been getting. So that's nice. Today, looking good, man. Pre-market, you can see on here on the 5-minute, we are up 3.2, 746,000 shares traded. Peter, looking nice this morning.
Yeah, now there is some news in the U.S. semiconductor sector. in that the U.S. Administration, the U.S. government has announced that they're opening a new probe into any Chinese-made semiconductors, which would benefit any U.S.-based manufacturing company, of which, as far as I know, Broadcom does have some onshore manufacturing. So, maybe they're just taking that opportunity to move. This probe, by the way, was initiated under apparently Section 301 of the Trade Act of 1974. Anyways, it looks like the government's getting ahead of the game here and figuring out where they can apply tariffs. As we all know, President-elect Trump has promised to tariff the heck out of everybody on the planet, I guess this is they're starting to look into that. So, Broadcom, MRVL might be another one that could get some benefit. We got to be NVIDIA and AMD, which do a lot of offshore manufacturing, might not be poised to benefit as much. But from a volume perspective, the only thing I see with decent or unusual volume, maybe I should say, is AVGO and unusual volume and movement. It's up only 3%, though. Keep that in mind. Of everything else, NVIDIA is the only other one moving. It's got almost 4 million shares traded, but that's about normal, which is actually saying something, again, on a day like today, because, if I'm looking at AMD, it's under 1 million shares. Even look at, not in the same sector, but Tesla, which normally has 1 million and a half shares by this point of the morning. They just crossed the 1 million mark just a few minutes ago. So, yeah, it's pretty quiet.
Yeah, it sure is. AVGO will be on my list, so let's add it on there. Let's take a look at the next one here. MSTR. Some of you guys already on YouTube are mentioning that. We'll hit that thumbs up. Really appreciate it. MSTR, yeah, looking really good. Was in the red early this morning, has managed to cross above into the green, and it is up 2.7, 709,000 shares traded. Again, this is one of the most active ones when it comes to the crypto type tickers. So we'll be on my list here. I like it this morning. Again, showing some signs of life here as we get through this gap up list. Peter, latest and greatest.
Yeah. So, there's nothing really new. Remember, we talked about this yesterday, and they've continued their plan of acquiring Bitcoin. They've said how they want to sort of have a big inventory, a big bank of it that they could use. They think it's going to benefit them in the long run. Bitcoin right now, if I look at the price, is sitting about $95,000, $95,167 at the exact moment. Interestingly, over the last week or so, between December 16th and 22nd, they acquired 5,262 Bitcoins for a spend of about $561 million. But their average price for that was a little over 106,662 is their average price for that purchase block. So they are sitting underwater on that, which, makes me a little surprised that they are moving up. I guess you got to rate their long-term strategy rather than the short-term return on that, right? Because they certainly, in the short term, are underwater on that investment. But if you believe in the future, then, MSTR has hit 500, and it could certainly go back there. Maybe it'll use this Santa Claus rally, which we are definitely in the start of, to push its prices. If anybody's not familiar, by the way, Santa Claus rally, something that typically happens every year at this time. Prices, the market generally increases. Usually it's arguable as to whether today or the first trading day after Christmas is the start of the Santa Claus rally. Depends on what data you look at, but it's basically now through the first couple of trading days of the new year is technically the Santa Claus rally. And typically, again, if you look at it over the last 30 to 40 years, prices or the market generally goes up. But again, just because it generally goes up doesn't mean you can count on it. So we'll see what happens, right? We'll find out this year what this year brings.
Yeah, absolutely. Peter, I didn't notice you changed your hat. What happened to the other hat that was reaching like the floor?
Well, I'm gonna be changing through it. Wait a second, hold on. It's time again.
All right, let's do it.
There we go. I've got a whole selection here that we'll be changing through as we go through the morning. This is my blingy sequined one. You don't want to see the rest of the outfit. So,
yeah, I think we might not want to see the rest of the outfit.
There you go. But
Love it.
we'll just keep changing the hats as the show goes on here. So
Love it. JK saying Disco Santa. So yeah, awesome, awesome.
yeah, there you go.
All right, friends. MSTR on deck. I like this one. Very active in the pre-market this morning, as you can see here. So that's going to be on our list. All right, we see Clean Spark as well here. We see Rise. So some other crypto plays in play this morning. Pick your favorite. I'm not a fan of Clean Spark, but let's take a look today. Again, moving up slightly. Not that crazy. Mara's moving up pretty good. How come Mara's not on our gap up list? Oh, they haven't passed over 2% yet. They're only up 1.7. Volume is good, about a million shares traded so far. Makes me want to look at Coin also up slightly, but the volume is just not there for Coin, so they won't be on my list today. Quick look at Riot as we go through this. Riot this morning, again, up slightly as well, but not heavy volume. So it looks like between MSTR, maybe Mara today. Mara's got good volume. I'm going to put that on my secondary list as my possible play here, but MSTR is probably going to be the one on my main list this morning. All right, next on here, guys, after we cover that, we did talk about AMD a little bit already, but Peter is on our gap up list today after two back-to-back green days. This morning, 925,000 shares traded, up 2.3. Is AMD trying to get back into some good trading like we had before? What's your thoughts on it, and will you be watching it this morning?
Well, I'll definitely be watching it. I mean, it does feel like it's trying a little bit. It's good to see the price up here at about 127. Once it got below 120, that felt like a warning track for some bad things ahead. So it's good to see it back up here. I like it because this is above the low that it had set back in August, which frankly I'd like to see it hold. So yeah, I don't know, Carlos. I mean, AMD hasn't had very many sort of good corporate announcements. They've been very quiet, and that's a little concerning because, like you'd think if they had anything good to say, they'd be trumpeting it to try and keep their stock price floating. So I hope it maybe just bounces. Maybe it can do it with the overall semiconductor market. Maybe this news out of the U.S. will be good for it if they, of course, can avoid being captured in the probe, as long as they're not manufacturing out of China, which I don't think so. Maybe out of Taiwan, but I actually don't know where manufacturing is for AMD. But we'll find out. But anyways, AMD, yeah, Carlos, I think it might be worth keeping an eye on that, and NVIDIA. If anything's likely to move, I think it's those and Tesla.
Yeah. AMD on my secondary list for today, and I'll update my banner in a second here. And I'm also going to add Tesla. Tesla, since you mentioned it's not on our list, but again, it's been fun to watch. Today, very active, 1.1 million shares traded, up 1.3. Has not hit our gap up list because it's not above that 2%. But again, it's Tesla. It is great to watch. All right, that covers our gap up list. Let's not forget about QBTS is making an appearance today. Again, it wasn't all that great yesterday, but it is up 2.7 today. Volume is still there, like QBTS and QB. What is the other one?
QUBT.
QUBT. There we go. QUBT. Also get great volume. 1.5 million shares traded, up 2%. But again, yesterday they were okay. We seen better trading out of them. So I'm probably going to add QBTS on the secondary list just to have it there. We can always look at QUTS, if I got that ticker right, if it gets going here. But QBTS will be on my list for right now as a secondary. Hopefully we can get some good movement out of there. It has great volume. Oh, look at that. QUBT is the only one on our gap down list for some reason. So QUBT, we just spoke about that one. That's already taken care of. All right, Peter, we went through this gap up list and down. Anything on your end that you like this morning that maybe we haven't talked about yet?
Well, we talked about what I think are the likely candidates already with NVIDIA and AMD. I think Tesla is another one that we might want to keep an eye on. I have been watching, I mentioned this yesterday, I have been watching Apple. Apple, if you note, did sort of close with an all-time high yesterday. Not big price action yesterday. Tiny little daily candle there, in fact. But we're sitting up at an area that if it can break up above, it's poised to be potentially the first $4 trillion company. I mentioned that yesterday, and again, it's really going to have to sort of get its skates on and get moving if it expects to make that happen. But we'll see. I mean, it's possible. We just have to look at the day it had on the 20th, where we know it can move. It can move $5 or $6 when it gets the when it gets the right support. But yeah, it's we'll see what happens. So I'll be keeping an eye on Apple. Other than that, Carlos, I'm gonna have to wait and see what the scanners bring. And if they don't, well, then you know what? I might not end up trading today. I'm not going to force anything. I've learned on these days, especially these short days, you can get yourself stuck easy, right? And you
Mm-hmm.
only have half a day to recover it. So don't force trades. You're better off to sit in the sidelines. Zero, right, is a better number than negative anything. So if you're not seeing a trade you like, don't be afraid to just wait it out. But if you do, then by all means jump in. Just understand that you're going to have less opportunity to trade today than you would on any other normal day.
Yeah, exactly. Well said, Peter. Our friends over on our chat are trading JTAI. So I see that Jared's still in here selling some, and some other members trading JTAI, which again, high flying, went all the way up to 10.15 this morning, back down to 8.50. But many of these traders got an entry around like 6.50. So they're still well in the money here, well in the green. As he's looking to bounce here. Let's see if we can do that. So JTAI definitely in play. I'll put it here on my risky pile. Heavy action this morning in the pre-market. 9.2 million shares traded. That is quite a bit. All right, on my list, Peter, just AVGO, which again making a new pre-market high, as you can see here. So that one is high flying. MSTR on deck as well, and we have Tesla as well, which again making a new high. Market must be pushing higher because all these stocks are just moving northeast this morning. Yeah, so market slightly higher, getting there to a new pre-market high. Let's take a look at what you guys like this morning. Looking at my chat here, so JTAI, obviously, many of you guys saw that one already. That one is in play. Let's take a look at what else. Everything's about JTAI. If you look at our chat, everybody's just making money on this one. Let me see anything else. Nope, no other tickers in our chat. So let's go over to our YouTube chat. How about you guys? What do you like this morning? Also JTAI. Some of you guys making some money there as well. Very nice. Not a whole lot of tickers. Just kind of tells you what kind of day it is, man. There's not a whole lot to look at today. Here it is, American Airlines by Sridhar, our good buddy over on YouTube. Flat right now, really down about 0.5%. 2 million shares traded. I mean, just not much going on. I do like the volume, though. Something happened this morning. We got a little down pop or drop this morning, down to 1630. Then back up to 17, Peter. So I don't know what drove this action from American Airlines this morning. Is there anything
That's
out
a
there?
good question. Yeah, let's take a look and see if we could find some news on it. They did have. I mean, I'm surprised to see that they're holding up as well as they have. Actually, now that I'm looking at the news, American Airlines had to ground all their flights nationwide on a technical issue earlier this morning. So this is not good, especially on one of the largest travel days of the year. The FAA basically, wow,
Talk about
they
timing.
canceled. Yeah, no kidding. So they had a technical issue affecting all American flights this morning. Teams are working to resolve as quickly as possible. Yeah, so that is not good news for American Airlines. Again, holding up quite well considering that.
Yeah.
Let's see. Is it was it just a temper? Must have been temporary. Are they still out? Anybody waiting for an American Airlines flight?
Yeah.
Might be worth, yeah, sitting in an airport. Yeah, it might be worth watching. I mean, you can see how it dropped earlier this morning around 7 a.m., but it made
Yeah.
pretty much bounced all back and recovered almost all of that in the last 15, 20 minutes or so. So, yeah, we'll have to see what happens. I might be worth keeping an eye on this. Like you said, Carlos, we don't have a lot moving today. American Airlines, I mean, if they stay down or continue to have issues, then yeah, we could see this start to move aggressively. This will be news based though, so you got to be careful because news can make it erratic. You can't rely on technical signals when you've got big news like a grounding of all of their flights.
Yeah. So, yeah, it looks like it's right back. I don't see a whole lot. It might be just dead in the water, but let's put it on here. American Airlines as a secondary just in case something else happens. But Looks like they're back up and running. Okay, guys, not a whole lot to look at. I know it's very light this morning. Let's take a look at Apple. We did speak about that one hitting towards that all-time highs. Again, pre-market action pretty dead right now. Like normally we wouldn't have this on our list, but it's Apple. It is all-time highs. It could be a filler for today as we try to see what's out there and what's going to get the volume. Another one that we're going to look at, Nvidia. Right, Nvidia's actually pre-market activity, very active. Peter, you spoke about this a little bit about AMD. You spoke about AVGO and these semis again in play today. Nvidia has had two really great days back to back, as you can see here. So we'll be on my list. Pre-market action looking very nice this morning. I'll add Nvidia on deck as well. So we got AVGO, MSTR, Tesla, Apple, and Nvidia so far, and then a secondary list, American Airlines with their computer issues that seem to be resolved. Mara making a new pre-market high here, man. This thing is looking good. AMD and also QBTS. All right. Let's go to our community events and announcements. I know there's not a lot going on. A lot of our events are off. We did have a great onboarding class last night, man. Thank you guys for showing up. For those that did, some really great questions. We had a really, really good time. So if you want to join that, we'll do it again next Monday. That's the only webinar that's happening for the next 2 weeks. So make sure to join me at 8 p.m. Monday night Eastern time. We'll be doing that onboarding class. Other than that, Peter, I think I might just took all your webinar announcements just now. That's the only one we got.
Pretty much. So
Yeah.
just to be clear with everybody, we've got a light couple of weeks coming up with the holidays upon us. As a team, we are taking a good mental health break, and you guys should too, right? It's great to trade, but it's also good to take some time off, spend it with family. Do things outside of trading: recharge, recover, and relax. We do not have any webinars tonight or tomorrow, so normally we'd have our strategy and then our psychology webinars on Tuesdays and Wednesdays. There's nothing tonight, there's nothing tomorrow. Our Thursday mentorship sessions are also canceled this week, so nothing happening this week, right? Carlos did the onboarding class last night, and we appreciate that, but other than that, we're quiet. So that's it for this week. Next week, we're also taking it easy with a very light week where, of course, with New Year's happening on Wednesday, we will not be having webinars on the Tuesday, Wednesday, or the Thursday, New Year's Day. Wait, is Wednesday New Year's Day? Yeah, Wednesday would be New Year's Day, right? So
Yes.
yeah. Are you doing a new member onboarding? You're going to take a week off, right? Next week?
No, we'll do it. We'll do it. We'll do it
You'll do
Monday.
it?
Oh
Okay.
yeah, we'll do
All
it.
right.
We'll do it. We want to make
Carlos
sure
is
our
going
funded
Monday then.
account people, our funded account members, that they're in there. They're in there taking it all
All
in,
right.
getting ready. Yeah, it'll be fun. Come on by.
Okay. So, all right. So there you go, guys. Monday we'll have the new member onboarding on Monday. So if you're really missing us, even if you've been around for a while, join on Monday. You can join Carlos and help orient the new members and get them on board. Otherwise, it's a quiet couple of weeks. But again, normally all year we've got webinars happening multiple times a week. This is one of the rare, well, the only time really all year when we take a break. So if you want to join us here at Bear Bull Traders, what is open every day that the market is open, the chat room is open. So we will have trading and live commentary for you. If you want to join us, go to bearbulltraders.com. You can get the information. As you can see, we've got a promotional deal on now as we get ready for the new year 2025. I can't believe it. That feels like a future date. 2025. We're living in the future. It's great.
Oh yeah.
Anyways, but if you want to join us, we've got a couple of different promotions that you can take advantage of. The Diamond and Platinum are our best two deals. Difference between the two: Diamond gives you everything at Bear Bull Traders, all the webinars, all the psychology sessions, and of course full access to the chat room. The Platinum gives you all of that plus access to our boot camp. The Peak Capital Boot Camp is a way to accelerate your trading journey. If you don't know about it, go to peakcapitaltrading.com and you can find out information about that. We've got one that starts in January, the very first week of January. We've got another one that will be starting in May, and then the third one, we only do 3 a year, that will be starting in September. You can pick any one of those, right? You don't have to join right up for the January course if you don't think you're ready. You can save it and join for one of the others. So that will be an option when you pick that Platinum option. It'll ask you which session you want to attend, and you pick that one, and off you go to the races. So there you go. Use the code HELLO2025 to take advantage of those deals. Hopefully we'll see you in the room at some point soon. Driss, if you have an active membership, can you take advantage of this promotion? I don't know how that works. Yes, you can. And there you go. So I think that our team will hopefully answer Driss and give you the information that you need to be able to take advantage of that. So there you go. The other thing that we've got going on, our summit is coming up. Just a reminder, makes a great gift for the trader in your life. You want to give them a nice little trip to Vancouver. We are all going to converge on Vancouver. All of the moderators, the entire team, everybody that can will be there. And this is happening at the end of March, March 29th to 31st. Is that right? Or 28th to 30th? I'd have to confirm those dates. Right at the end of March. Go to our website. It'll tell you. But we have actually a TEDx talk that's happening at the beginning. It's going to be on performance and sort of peak performance in life as well as in trading. And then, of course, we have our trading summit, which we've been to one before. It's really intensive on the technical learning as well as the opportunity to interact with other traders, all our moderators, Andrew, and the entire team. We will all be there. You'll have our undivided attention for a few days. So it should be a fantastic session. Really looking forward to it. It's been great the last few years we've put it on. And now that we've added the TEDx talk, it should be even better. So our TEDx speakers, frankly, are awesome. They're from all different walks of life, but they're all high performers, leaders in their field, whether it's athletics, education, business, or trading. So it's going to be a great series of seminars. It's going to be a very busy couple of days. It always is. But it's well worth the time and the energy if you're interested. So check that out. You can go to the Bear Bull Trading website and go find it out. So there you go. That's all the promos I've got. We can get ready for the trading. Andrew has promised to me that he's going to be here on time, ready to go for this trading day on the day before Christmas. So I'm counting on him to be here to live trade, as well as Brian, of course, who we can always rely on. He doesn't have sleeping in problems. He's always here. So we'll be handing over to them in a few minutes. First, we're going to set some levels, and I'll invite our moderators. I know a few of you are out there. Get your lists in if you're trading, or like Mike, if you're not planning to trade, let us know. So post those up there, and we will announce them in a few minutes. I'll hand it back to you, Carlos.
All right, thanks, Peter. All right, friends, let's go through this. Let's see what we have on deck. AVGO, MSTR, Tesla, Apple, and NVIDIA. We'll get some levels in on these tickers, and we'll get ourselves ready set up for this beautiful trading day, man. It stopped coming down outside. It was coming down pretty nice. It's looking a lot like Christmas out there. AVGO. Let's take a look at this one. High of the pre-market at the moment at 241.50. So 241.50 will slam a level right on there. As you guys slam a thumbs up over on YouTube, we really appreciate it. It does help us out a ton. That's the only reason why we ask you to do that. So if you can, really appreciate it. Hit that thumbs up. AVGO, again, moving higher this morning here. A great couple of days with some excellent volume. Love the pre-market. Just higher above the previous day close here at 235.14. We'll slam a level there as well. And then above this 241.54, we do have a level over at 250.30. So we'll mark that there as well. Let's take a look at MSTR this morning. And we're going to remove some of the older levels as they're overlapping our new levels this morning. Pretty good move. Very nice move in the pre-market today. 344.89 is your high. Your low is going to be down at 327.84. Once you do that, you are surrounded by the highs and lows of the last two trading days. We've been able to stay within this range from the last 3 actual trading days. So plenty of levels of there for you to have. I don't think you need to mark anything else. There might be one right on here. It's going to be 339.45. Let's slam one there. I do see a little bit of support. Might actually be a little bit lower at right there, 338.52. Let's put one there just in case. We do see a couple of breakouts even in the pre-market right now on this one. Right? You see that here and you see that here as well. So I think it's worth keeping those on deck this morning. Let's take a look at Tesla. Tesla, again, if you look at the daily, just kind of been stuck between the highs and lows of the last 2 trading days. Today, they're on the higher side of that range, up 1.4 million shares traded. High of the pre-market, 437.90. 493. The low of the pre-market down at 433, 433.42. So that's looking good there. Then you're surrounded by the highs and lows of the last two trading days. I am going to mark down something around 426.85. Not a major level, but there are some days slamming against that. So we want to note that there as well for Tesla. So again, beautiful pre-market activity, less volume than what we're used to seeing, but again, I think still good over at 1.4. Here is Tesla this morning. So I'm sorry, Apple this morning. Apple make a new all-time high yesterday. That is your high from 2 days ago, and then this pre-market high also around that area as well. We'll see if that can break out from there. But right now, volume is extremely light. We're gonna watch it just in case it gets going. If you look at the daily here, looks really good. Apple has been just incredible. I mean, they struggled just to get going, break out of that 230, 235. They did that back in mid-November, and they haven't looked back since. So looking pretty nice this morning. And Andrew is commenting over on YouTube. He is a man of his word. He says, good morning. He'll be trading live on time today, Peter. So just for you.
Excellent.
All right. Apple said, I don't think we need to add any levels. Everything is marked here for you, just in case we do take a dive. 252. We could slam one right on there, but other than that, Apple is pretty much set. Nothing else to see there. Nvidia, back-to-back green days, trying to continue that trend. Beautiful pre-market activity, great volume, 4.4 million. High of the pre-market, 140.55. Look at this great pre-market activity. So I like what I'm seeing here. Hopefully that can continue. Here's the back-to-back days on the daily. And again, NVIDIA has some really strong levels. So let's just take a look here. Right here, you have this area right where the price is at 140. Look how much support resistance you have right around this price target. So that is very interesting there on NVIDIA. So above that, if we were to keep going, the next level I see where there's a lot of touches is going to be around 143.32. After that, we got a big one over at 146.16. The way this thing has been moving over the last 2 days, those numbers are not far-fetched if we can get the volume. It is a half a day today, Peter, right? So it'll be tough. It'll be weird to see if things can actually catch the momentum. What time the market closes today? Is it 1 p.m.?
1 o'clock. Yeah.
1 o'clock. I love that. Are they hugging your microphone? What are they doing? What's going on here?
It's Mr. and Mrs. Claus came to visit. Here they are. They're, they're just, they're just chilling, just sitting on the mic.
And the hat has switched. You have how many hats you have there, Peter? Is it
that's why I wanted to see if people were paying attention. How many hats have I had over the course of this show? Anybody counting?
That's a good one.
Skill testing question.
That's a good one.
4. I see 4 and 5, 3. So nobody's guessed it. You're all wrong.
Ooh.
So far.
Ooh. Okay. Let's see over.
If
somebody gets it right, can we let's give away something. I feel like giving stuff out today.
5,000.
Let's give away. Today's Wednesday. What's today? Tuesday? Well, we're off Wednesday. Maybe Andrew will give something away for Christmas today. We can't give one away every day, but maybe today we can give something away. We'll see. We'll see how Andrew feels when he's a very good giving guy, so maybe that can happen. All right, let's take a look here. That's our list, guys. We are all set. We got AVGO, MSTR, Tesla, Apple, NVIDIA, all on deck, all with levels. You are ready to go this morning. Peter, take us through what our team is watching this morning.
All right, guys. Our team has got their lists in, and for those that are actually trading, Thor's first up, and he's got Apple, Tesla, the Qs, and AMD on the list. I like his list already. Sean is going to be watching NQ, NVIDIA, Tesla, and AMD. Mike, taking it easy, spending time with family, not going to force the trading. Smart guy. I think that's a good plan. Don't be afraid to do that yourself if you don't see anything you like. I'm going to be watching my usual in AMD, NVIDIA, and Tesla. I'll also keep an eye this morning on JTAI since everybody was trading it early and it is moving. American Airlines, just to see what happens, in MSTR. I have purposely excluded, by the way, AVGO off my list because it disappoints me every time. So, Andrew, it's got his list in here. He's going to be watching Tesla, AMD, NVIDIA, JTAI, and MSTR. And buzzer beater, Brian's in under the bell with NVIDIA, Tesla, and also JTAI. JTAI is going a little flat here, Jet AI. So we'll see if it dies a little bit. But maybe Andrew's got to book a couple of flights and it can get going again. Call Ava, Andrew. There's a 1-888 number you can call and to Ava to book your flight. The answer, by the way, to our skill testing question, in case you hadn't got it, everybody guessed everything around it except the correct number. 8. There you go. Arlen, you got it right there. 8 is the number. 8 hats. That's how many different hats I had this morning. So there you go.
Very
this
nice.
is my typical hat. I will wear this hat as I go shopping, usually in the week leading up to Christmas. So I've been wearing it around the last few days. This is my go-to Santa hat. It's quite comfy. I've got more. Don't worry, Jeff. I've got dozens of them, but I only brought 8 for this morning. So
awesome. Friends over on YouTube, this is a look of what our chat room looks like. So if you want to join, this is the access you will get to. Tons of features on here. Ben Singa news alerts, which is, again, that alone is like, what, $60 a month? I mean, that pays for the membership itself. You can look at the screen. So you can see Andrew's live screen. You can't see that over on YouTube. But if you're in here, you can see his entries and exits. By clicking on this screen here, you can chat with our members. Members say hi over to YouTube. You can look at our moderators' announcements. Again, pretty neat stuff. IT has done a great job with this website. I remember when we first started, but this is nice. This is on the nicer side of things. So really come in, enjoy it. We're on live all day, so it's a whole lot of fun. All right, friends, we are all set. Our traders will be coming in shortly here and getting ready to rock and roll. Guys, if we don't talk to you guys, have a Merry Christmas. If you celebrate, have a great day tomorrow. Again, trade safe today, right? You want to really be in the moment, enjoy yourself during the holidays. Don't do anything that's going to prevent you from doing that in the next couple of hours. So trade safe, be mindful, be disciplined. That's very important. All right, Andrew and Brian are up next. Brian's got his list ready. Andrew got his list ready, and they are ready to rock and roll this morning. We just got to hope for good volume at the market open and that we can get some good momentum going here before things hopefully don't die out going into a half day. So we'll see. Could be a weird day. Could be an excellent day. We don't know. We'll find out. As Peter has his Bite Me sweater looking really nice this morning.
There you go. Have a very Merry Christmas, everybody. Thank you so much for spending some of your time with us. We appreciate it. Thank you for being part of the community. It's all of you guys that make this community so much fun to trade with and in every single day. So take care, trade smart, have some time with family and friends, and we will see all of you again. Well, at the end of the week. Don't forget, regular trading days on Thursday and Friday, right? We were done at 1 o'clock today. I want to remind everybody that. Short day today, done at 1. Tomorrow, market is closed altogether, and then back for regular hours for Thursday and Friday. So Carlos and I will see you back on Thursday. All right, trade smart, everybody. And good morning, Andrew. Where's your hat, Andrew? I thought you said you were going to
Good morning. I don't have a hat, unfortunately. Not the Christmas
I can
hat.
lend you
I'm
one.
Sorry. Yeah, that would be nice. If Brent can
I've got a
Photoshop
few
one,
here.
that would be nice.
Do you want one? I've got a couple if you need them.
Yeah, I mean, ship it for me.
All right. Next
Yeah, I'm
year.
so sorry, guys. I actually forgot to buy yesterday, so maybe after Christmas I put one. I know it's late, but it is what it is. All right, so I promised Peter not to be late today, and I am a man of my word. Let's see where Brian is. What are we trading today? That's too bright. American Airline had issues. The FAA grounded all of American Airline, but they removed the ban. Bitcoin is popping again, 96,000. Look at the massive run on Bitcoin. Jet AI. This one is super active. What's the float on Jet AI? Mara made nice move, yeah. Does anyone know the float? 721,000 SAM. So that's pretty low. Be careful, guys, with Jet AI. It's super, super low float, and these low floats are usually very difficult to trade. NVDA is had a really nice day yesterday, so SOXL bounced back a little bit. So we do have some interesting things to do. Mr. Pezim, how are you?
I am good. Good morning, everybody. I got everything on. Just make sure.
Awesome.
Yes. Awesome possum.
Do you have the hat on?
Of course.
Oh, you do. Yes, you do. Brian is in the Christmas spirit. Ho, ho, ho. Were you naughty or were you a good boy? You were naughty this year.
You know me.
Yeah.
See, look, I've got my Christmas shirt on here. So there you go. Oh. And got a hat on with a little bit stylized. Got the fake leopard print. So they're rocking it today, and we're gonna have a good day. I can tell.
You were a naughty boy.
Could be, but we don't need to talk about that right now. What have we got for American Airlines? All their flights grounded, but back up again. What? Some issue? Yeah, it's only down 13 cents right now. No big deal. Of course, all the people stranded in the airports, I guess it's a big deal. AMD's up a fair amount.
I think it was only a couple of hours.
Yeah,
AMD had also a very strong day yesterday. I had a pretty good day on AMD.
Yeah, I traded AMD a couple times yesterday. Worked out quite well. MSTR. What's the thinking on MSTR? You think it's going to go up more?
It's funny. David Saylor, he tweeted something. If you haven't bought Bitcoin at the top, you're missing out. So it's against every single thing that we say in every single thing that we say on trade. He said you're missing out if you haven't bought at the top. It was so funny. Let me find the.
Well, right now I've got some swing trades going on. We talked about that yesterday. I'm long I'm long some Tesla calls. 430s should be up a little bit today.
Yeah, this is so funny. It says I like men who take streets. Just bought 4 billion in Bitcoin at the top today. So funny.
Yeah.
Just buy at the top.
I listened to a podcast that had with him and Prof G. It was really quite interesting. I didn't actually understand some of it, but he was outlining the MSTR strategy, which is a little bit complicated. Involves selling securities against their holdings and how it's not a risk to the investors in these securities they're selling. I didn't get it. But he was still saying they'd make 30 or 40%. So it didn't sound right to me, but I don't know. So see, we've got a few other things going on. We've got natural gas up a little bit more. Got a swing trade on natural gas now.
Yeah, so Tesla can possibly go to 450, Ali. I don't remember. I don't think we said short Tesla ever. I'm actually against shorting overnight anything. So never really short anything overnight. I've never done that in my life. But Tesla, yeah, can go to 450 for sure.
I've had short positions on as swing trades. Just got, again, you just have to be, you just have to be convicted in terms of what your position is, why you're short.
And you have risk management in place for sure, because
Yeah,
things can gap up significantly.
for sure. AMD is still looking strong here. I think Tesla goes to 440.
Tesla looks super interesting. Yeah, Tesla gapped up from that range. Things are pretty interesting. Everything is interesting except NVIDIA dropped below the VWAP. AVGO, PLTR, 80. Guys, be careful with JTAI. You don't want to ruin your Christmas by taking a big size on it and then it drops on you. So be very, very careful. A share size, very important to have a small share size.
Mm-hmm. It doesn't look very good right now. It's kind of selling off. So it could be fairly volatile. All right, so we've got just over 2 minutes to them open, and AMD continues to look pretty strong here. It's a big order at 129. Okay. Oh, that was a bit of a drop there, but this is the pre-market. It doesn't take a lot to move stocks around, and they tend to like to, if it's gonna go higher, they like to go down. Market makers like to take the price down, pick up shares before they start the move. All right. Remember, guys, this is only a couple hours of trading today. The markets do close at 1 o'clock Eastern, so we've only got a couple hours of trading. So
Yeah, be careful. That doesn't mean that not good trading opportunities out there, but just could be a light day.
Yeah, I suspect we'll have a bit of flurry of volume, and then things will really start to die off. So again, just be mindful of that. Ooh, Meta really dropped here. What's going on? Our SPY and the Qs haven't really dropped that much. Everything's sort of selling off here a little bit. Tesla, AMD, Meta dropped, Nvidia's dropped. What about Apple's hanging around yesterday's close? All right. So AMD, yeah, SPY's holding. AMD's selling off here. It's not.
Yeah, crazy price action on AMD right now.
Yeah.
All right.
It's dropping
Ding,
more.
ding,
Here
ding,
we
ding,
go.
ding.
Ding, ding. Here we go.
So I like the volume on AMD. See where we're getting. PLTR is interesting too. Jet
Wow,
AI.
AMD is really selling off here.
Yeah. So AMD is selling off.
Yeah. Kind of looking for a bounce here. See if it bounces.
Jet AI, nothing. No, I don't like that. DA, nothing. Anything interesting? Tesla is popping up very interestingly. Tesla is squeezing. Oh, shit, Tesla is really nice. Miss Tesla. Tesla, really nice 1 minute per inch break up, squeeze very nicely. See if you can get a pullback on Tesla. Wow. Tesla was super nice.
Yeah, Tesla's been
Really
a nice pop there.
Yeah, Tesla, this is a really nice squeeze. Wow, look at the candlestick. NVIDIA is coming up too.
Try a long on AMD here at 125.60.
Try and get
It's
long on
up.
NVIDIA 139.88. I'm getting a long on NVIDIA 139.89. Potential also Tesla. Yeah, I'm getting a long on Tesla too, 439. All right, let's see. NVIDIA is popping up. Let's see if NVIDIA is
Just
able to break the high pre-market.
just sold some AMD at 125.90. It's not. I don't like the price action. It still looks weak. It's
Let's see
probably
if
going to break
NVIDIA
down
goes
somewhere.
off the revamp or not. I'm long NVIDIA, guys, at 139.80. Let's see if we can. All right.
Yeah,
Let's see. Close this above. I'm also long Tesla.
got short
441, but I'm going to get
AMD.
out of my Tesla. I'm slowly partialing Tesla, guys, 441.55. Yeah, Tesla 442 is possible. NVIDIA also looking at it.
Just covered some at 125.26.
All right, so there we go. So NVIDIA, guys, NVIDIA partialing 140.40.
Wow,
Very nice. Wow.
that's nice. Yeah,
Oh,
I'm all out of
NVIDIA,
AMD.
guys, NVIDIA 140.66. NVIDIA is a nice, very nice, nice. Are
Yeah,
shedding
it's
more,
nice.
guys. That's Tesla 442, NVIDIA 141. NVIDIA is now super strong. It's squeezing very nicely. Did anyone took NVIDIA? What a trade! What a trade! What a doji on NVIDIA. It was really nice doji in minute number 2. Wow.
JTAI got halted. That's funny.
NVIDIA potentially go to 145. I don't know if in this move, but
I think that's a bit of a
maybe.
stretch, but
Yeah, it
here we
is.
go. I got long NVIDIA on that pullback.
Yeah, there you go. 141 for sure. We're going to get that. I'll keep an eye on Tesla too. My entry on Tesla is not super nice, so I want to see if Tesla can do. My entry on Tesla is 439.87. Yeah, this is super nice.
Here
PLTR
we
hit the
go.
scanner.
Here we go. It's going to sell
Beauty,
some.
beauty, beauty,
Yeah, selling
beauty, beauty,
140.95.
beauty. Don't sell, Brian. Wait. What a Christmas gift. Ho, ho, ho. Selling more.
Beautiful.
Tesla 443. Nice, guys.
Wait
Very
a sec.
nice.
Wait a sec. You're telling me not to sell, and you're selling.
No.
See, yeah.
That's how trading works. You throw your friend under the bus. PLTR turned out to be super nice too. I don't know if PLTR was a very nice pop. NVIDIA, I'm going to add a little bit NVIDIA here, 140.75. Let's see if we can break off 149. Tesla's going to go to R4. I'm adding, guys, NVIDIA. Tesla is going to go to 445. Partially more on Tesla here. That was a really good day for me. Wow.
Tesla's been nice.
Very nice, guys. You can see my screen right now. I can actually, yeah, you can see my screen. My entries and exits as well, guys. In the chat, in the YouTube, you can't, but in the chat room, you can. I'm sharing my screen. Everybody should be able to see my screen. All right, let's see if NVIDIA pops up. I have a big size on NVIDIA. Hopefully it doesn't stop me out with this.
Here we go. Beautiful.
Here we go. Nobody sells, please.
Yeah.
141.
Yeah, here we are.
But it doesn't stop me out. Come on, one more push. The NVIDIA doesn't stop me out because my ads brought my average really up. So let's see if we can get to 141. There should be some big ask at 141 sitting. Jared is shorting NVIDIA, huh? Shame on you, Jared.
Tesla
So
looks like
Tesla,
maybe
45, yeah.
45.
Q's might go for the high. Potential add too, but I don't know. My ads are always messing up my nice trades. PLTR is going for the high of the day as well. Very nice trade.
Yeah, PLTR, very nice.
There we go. All right, so let's squeeze Jared, everybody. Nice, 141. Nice.
Here we go, 141. Yeah, selling.
Oof. Selling more, huge ask on 141. Teslas are going to go to 445 too. Beautiful trade. Jared, don't you know that you shouldn't trade against me? Jared.
Like the Godfather.
Just joking, Jared. You've been a bad boy. Nice,
Jared's,
guys. Very nice. See, good things happen to good people. Like I was a good person and I'm getting good gifts from Santa.
You're a good person. Awesome.
Person. Guys, so you can see my P&L and positions right now. As you see, I have 3,000 shares of NVIDIA and 700 shares of Tesla. Pretty solid day. Yes.
Oh,
What a call on NVIDIA.
yeah, Tesla through 145 or 445.
Tesla's still going up too. Very nice. So this was so easy. Tesla 446. Getting out a little
This
bit
is
more on
the
Tesla.
we are officially in the Santa Claus rally phase of the market.
SPY. Yeah, SPY is also popping.
Yeah, Qs are moving.
Very nice, guys. Congratulations, everybody. I am pretty solid in my day. Bonds are getting destroyed.
Yeah, but the yields are continuing to go higher. People obviously concerned about inflation.
Ryan, TLT is back to 87. Can you believe that? Wow. Tesla 447, guys, is a level. Wow, Elon Musk.
There's a big order at 450.
Yeah, so I'm partialing out on 447, guys. JTAI is going to 10. Wow. It's crazy. Yeah, JTAI mostly is going to go through 10. SPY at 600 is going soon. JTI at 10 now. It's going to go through JTI through 10. Wow, SPY is ripping.
Hmm. AMD came back up finally.
Very nice, guys. So 1 minute open range breakup, guys, for Tesla and NVIDIA. So that turned out to be a very nice last trading day before Christmas.
My head's getting hot.
LTR is also going through 84, but that's great. Qs are ripping. What a market, guys. What a beautiful market, everybody.
Yeah, the Qs are taking off.
Yeah, I had a pretty good day. Really, really solid day. What a call on NVIDIA. I'm actually very proud of myself and Tesla. PLTR is going to go to 84.50. PLTR was nice. I actually saw PLTR too, but I just didn't want to take too big positions. So Tesla 447, 450 most likely, and NVIDIA. So I don't have much left. I have only 2,000 shares of NVIDIA and 400 shares of Tesla. I don't know if I want to take a new position. What time is it? 9:42. Should we go back to bed or 447 Tesla? There you go. Oh, beautiful.
Yeah, look at her go. That's nice.
Brian does that I really like about Brian is jumping really. When he finds a trend, he jumps in, without hesitation. I'm kind of looking for a perfect entry, but Brian doesn't really look for perfect entry. You kind of, what was the Tesla and NVIDIA? You kind of came after me, but you got
Yeah,
the trend.
I just
I
waited.
like that about it.
Yeah, waited for a little bit of a pullback. Sometimes you get it, sometimes you don't.
And that's what I like about Brian is, he usually, I'm usually hesitating when I kind of miss the move. Sometimes there's really good opportunities on the pullbacks. All right, Tesla 448, NVIDIA is pulling back. Bitcoin is 97 again.
Yeah, Bitcoin's doing well. And then NVIDIA's going to bounce off the VWAP here. Look at Tesla. Wow. I'm long some of these
Wow,
calls.
Tesla 449.
Yeah.
I think 450 is the one that we're going to get. Wow. Shit,
Yeah.
I have only 200 shares left.
Yeah,
Jesus.
I've got a couple of options on Tesla right now, and and my 430 swings from yesterday.
Jesus, where is everybody? Where is everybody, by the way, in the chat room? Why there is only 500 people in the chat room? Where is
Everybody's
everybody?
taking the. It's party time.
It's party time, huh? All right. So 450. So I'm gonna sell most of my position left on 450 on Tesla.
There we go.
Wow.
Just selling some of my 440 calls.
Very nice. What's NVIDIA doing? Yeah, NVIDIA is gonna go to R4, 4188. Oh, the NVIDIA guys.
Yeah, look at that
141.80.
bounce, man. There was another classic bounce right off the VWAP. The same
God,
trade I did yesterday with AMD.
God promise me, guys. You guys promise me you're gonna learn trading here. For those of you who are still don't know what you're doing, please. There's so much potential. Just look at my life. For those of you who've been following me for the last 10 years, there's so much potential. You gotta learn how to do it, but please do it properly. Don't follow these idiots on X. Don't do pump and dump on these penny stocks. Just learn it properly, like while we're doing it live in front of you. Please, I'm begging you.
Yeah,
Try to save me
JTAI
from
looks like it halted to the downside. Oops. Yeah, this is crazy. I don't know. I don't know how people make money. I mean, obviously there's, you can get lucky once or twice with these small cap, low float stocks. You really have to be careful with them. Easy way to lose a ton of money really
so
fast.
so Tesla. Somebody's asked, what did you see? Tesla. Quickly, do you see the candlestick at 9:32? Let me show it to you in my on my chart. So this candlestick is a huge candlestick with heavy volume. So the volume was really great, and then this is a huge squeeze, and that I love this kind of squeezes when you're going for the break of pre-market high. And I was hoping that maybe I can get an entry a little bit lower. I didn't. I jumped in, and as you see, we got a really really nice. And my stop loss was kind of near the VWAP. As you see, I started. I kind of partialed a little bit too early because I was afraid, but you can easily get 3-4 reward on that. And usually these squeezes, when is a short squeeze, the order flow is increasing, going higher. The people who have seen the Paris course. Same as NVIDIA, but NVIDIA was, I jumped in a little bit earlier. I anticipated, so NVIDIA, you could potentially go NVIDIA at 9:33 as well. But when it bounced back like a doji from here, and the volume started picking up, I thought that okay, it's going to be a 1 minute range breakup. I wasn't 100% sure. That's why I added more on that. So that's essentially what I saw on both of them. The order flow was really nice. The people who have actually seen Paris course, the buying pressure on that. And a lot of it comes as an experience too, as well, guys. So do you see how I tested 141.80 just down to the penny? 141.80 is here back in December 10th, so it picked up. I think it's going to break that level.
Tesla and NVIDIA are pulling back a little bit. NVIDIA is right at R4, so kind of rejected at that resistance level.
Yeah. I hope that you guys do simulator for 3 to 6 months. Go through the funded account because I know you're going to lose it at the beginning. So if you can't pass our $50,000 funded account, don't open a live account, either with CMEG or Interactive Brokers or anything. So I highly recommend you guys that go through this funded account. And if you are not even successful in the funded account or in the simulator, don't open an account. Don't do it. Don't waste your time. After a few times, maybe go trade something else or revisit your idea of trading, because there's a lot of potential, but also there's a lot of danger in trading as well here. Like a half day, that making like $50,000, it's possible, or maybe making $500 is if possible, but you got to know what you're doing. If you want to follow someone like Mike, this guy, the MSTR guy, Michael Saylor, that says you buy at the high, and if you want to follow this guy, this tweet, then you're destroying your life. Do you see my screen? I can actually send it to Brent as well.
Here we go.
So he
NVIDIA's
says not only
selling.
buy at the high, but he says if you're not buying Bitcoin at the top, you're leaving money on the table. I don't know, like if this is pure Ponzi scheme scam, I don't know what it is.
Yeah.
Like This is dangerous.
He is crazy.
No, I mean, it's
Okay,
not
so
a joke. He means it because he recently added another 4,000 Bitcoin. His average is now 106,000 or something like that. So his average actually now is more than the price of Bitcoin.
yeah, I mean, he's essentially supporting Bitcoin. He continues to his stock, the price of his stock goes up, so he uses that to, to leverage to buy more Bitcoin. So
Yeah, so essentially he raises money from capital market to buy Bitcoin, push the price higher, and cap raise more, push higher, raise more, push higher. Eventually something is going to blow up.
yeah,
I don't know.
yeah.
Having said
There we
that,
go.
I'm already a Bitcoin holder.
Yeah, I have some, but I don't have any Bitcoin. I use iBit.
All right, so
It's
Tesla broke
much
450,
easier.
guys.
Yeah,
Tesla broke
what a
450.
move up. Wow.
Unbelievable. Yeah, very nice. Very nice,
Nice
guys.
little nice little bounce on Nvidia here. Came down, picked up some shares, then they moved it back up. But it is sort of a lower high here. So just be careful on Nvidia. I consider shorting it here.
Wow. Wow, what a day. What a day. Party
What a day.
everywhere.
Santa Claus is coming to town.
Santa Claus is coming into town.
Okay, just shorted a little bit of Nvidia there. See where it goes to, if it's going down to the VWAP.
Shame on you. Tesla is super strong. Tesla is
Yeah, just
amazing,
covered
guys.
some at 12, 141.12. I think
Wow.
Nvidia might go back up.
SPY
It's going to
might
go
want to go
against
to
me. All right.
600, huh?
Okay, I'm out of it. Yeah. I got MSTRs popping. Crap. Nvidia's all over the place now. I think it's we're going to get into some chop.
Brian, the quality of your microphone is really good today. Make sure that whatever you're
Okay.
doing, always do this. This is amazing.
All right. Good. I'd like to hear it.
Nice.
Yeah.
All right, guys. So I don't think I'm going to add any
Tesla.
new position. I had a pretty good day. So you can see my screen. I have 23,000 on NVIDIA, 19,000 on Tesla, closed 42,000 so far. I have these two a little bit, might get out of NVIDIA and Tesla too. So a pretty good day.
See where Tesla's keeps getting some buyers as it pulls back. Let's keep an eye on that. Wow.
All right. Any question, guys? Jam. I started trading back in 2013. I think when I came out of school. I met Brian Pezim, unfortunately, back in 2013. And yeah, he got me into trading. So Jackie, yes. So 1 minute open range breakup is much riskier because usually the first 5 minutes is more volatile. But the good thing is sometimes in 1 minute open range breakup you can get a better entry. So Tesla, for example, you could get an entry for 442 for 5 minute open range breakup. You're in YouTube, you can't see my screen live, but I'm showing it right now on my screen in the chat room. So you could get an entry here at 442 around this area, the ones that you see my screen. But look at my entry now, because I anticipated the 1 minute open range breakout. So, everything in life has pros and cons, everything in life. Sometimes you get a better entry, but it's more volatile. Sometimes it's less volatile, but you don't get as much as a good entry, so you have to go a smaller share size. So for me, as an experienced trader, with someone who is a little bit, have a higher risk appetite than probably a lot of you, so I'll try to go, 1 minute open range breakup. Brian, for example, he doesn't use 1 minute open range breakup. He used 2 minute chart, so
No,
he can do actually
it is.
2 minute breakout.
Yeah. Let's see what Tesla's going to do here. We might be taking a pause for the cause. NVIDIA's started to get choppy, kind of trading in a range.
So JTAI, somebody's asking in YouTube that JTAI is going to go to 10. Well, it's now below the VWAP and the volume is kind of dying on it. So I'm more like thinking that it's probably not going to go. If he wants to go, then it might be kind of unusual. So I kind of, especially this collapse from the 10 is living. So I very unlikely, in my opinion, go back to 10. But again, I don't know. Like if you're holding something, just hopefully it goes back up to 10. Yeah, it's a little bit tricky.
Well, hope isn't a strategy. Just remember
Definitely.
that. Yeah, just this is part of being a trader is managing where your stops are and limiting your losses. If you don't do that, then you're probably going to lose money in the long run.
Very important, guys. Very important. Hope is definitely not a strategy. So Sardar is asking 42K is gross profit. How much net profit? So half of it is going to Canada Revenue Agency, our friends there, for working hard.
Yeah.
So contributing to the Canadian economy. It's funny because when I came to Canada back in 2009, 2008, for PhD, I didn't know it was just the peak of financial crisis. Like I had no idea. I didn't follow anything. So I got a scholarship for, $700 every 2 weeks from Canada. And I had a really horrible life in Vancouver. It's like every bank that I was going, they were not giving me credit cards. They were saying, no, you have to secure $500. We hold that $500. We give you a $500 credit card. And all of my friends that they were coming 2 years before me, they all had credit cards, no problem. I had no idea why, because it was just like it was like March 2009 was the bottom of financial crisis. Like I came January 2009.
Interesting.
So anyway, government gave me that. So my scholarship was like 14,000 Canadian a year. And it was a generous offer, like, from Iran, nobody came, did a PhD, but now I'm paying millions of dollars in taxes, like a great investment for Canada. Like the generosity that they had in that time now is coming back to their economy. So that means that like immigration, proper immigration, like a skilled worker and, the best people has always been a drive for economies. That's why US is such a great economy, because there's always the best talents in the world. They want to go there. The proper immigration, of course, the illegal immigration is really not.
Just watching
Mariana is
here.
asking about. Sorry, go ahead, Brian.
Yeah, no, go ahead. I was just.
So somebody asked about the books. Like when I started trading, it was the beginning of back in 2013. It was the beginning of this retail trading boom. So I couldn't find any book on how to day trade for a living. That's why I wrote that. The first version was really small. I can actually show you the first version that I have it. I'll bring it, show it in the camera. And I was coming out of PhD fresh. My writing was really good. There wasn't ChatGPT or anything. I had to write everything myself. And, for my PhD, I wrote patents, papers, and theses and everything. And I said, okay, you know what? I'll write it myself. So the first version was pretty small. Brian gave me a technical analysis book, but in that time, back in 2014, there was really no book on how to day trade properly, because the day trading for Main Street wasn't a thing. Day trading is now a big thing for Main Street. Just the genie is out of the lamp. But in that time, all the books were classic technical analysis, RSI, MACD, that kind of thing. And you could apply it to intraday, but nobody really took intraday trading so seriously. My book was, and one of the reasons that was successful was the pioneer of retail trading. So I guess luck, being in the right time in the right place. And of course, I updated that. Let me bring the first version for those of you who haven't seen that. Let me bring it. Give me a second. I think I have the earlier versions.
For the and for the record, I thought Andrew was crazy for writing a day trading book. The guy was pretty new to trading, and I thought, and I was. He told me he was going to write one, and I thought, and I didn't say it at the time, but I thought, well, that's pretty crazy. Who's going to buy that book? But boy, I was wrong. Thanks, Richie. Yeah, check. I think a lot of people that have read my swing trading books have said it actually helps with their day trading as well. Tesla's right back up near today's high, and where Nvidia's back at high of day. Qs and SPY continue to rally here. IWM is struggling, primarily because yields are continuing to move higher. At some point, this is going to matter. If the yields continue to go up here, what's on the
All right, so here it is. This is the first version of my book. You see, it was red. Sorry, it was yellow. You see that? So it was very small. Like, it was a little bit of a basics, like essentially my life journey. And then somebody told me that, what is this yellow? Yellow is like a McDonald's French fries. Why do you use yellow? Nobody wants to buy a book on yellow. And I said, okay, in the next version, when I updated that, it became like this, but it's still very thin. Like if I want to put this, still, you see that this is the second edition. So very thin. And then the next one was just before the pandemic. So as you see, it's a little bit thicker. And so essentially, still, I didn't want to put my face on it because, I didn't have confidence about my face and my, to be on the book. And then the last one, which is the one that most of you probably read, and then my face back in there and everything. So, and it's all self-published. Everything I did by myself, everything, all the charts, all the graphic, all the updates, everything turned out to be this. But anyways, enough of me. So the question was, what book did you read? I learned a lot from other people in the chat room on the YouTube, like Ross Cameron. I learned a lot from him. He was the basics of trading was really good. He, penny stock trader, so I didn't really, had success in the penny stocks. Some other people on YouTube that was pretty good, but now YouTube is just a wealth of information for a lot of people. The next book is pretty much ready. I just have to finishing it probably in January. The name is The Trade Book. So essentially going through some step-by-step of executing the trade. Yeah. So thanks for really supporting, guys. Like, a lot of people like buy this first book. A lot, if I buy a book like this, now, I go, this is bullshit. I'm going to go write something bad and say this is nothing. But a lot of people were really supportive at the beginning. Like, when they read the book, they didn't look at it, well, it's not a good font or good drawing or not professional. Emailed me, asked questions, supported me. And the support of the people, early readers, had a huge success for me because it just motivated me to do better and better and better. So thank you so much, guys, for everybody who supported me. And time before Christmas to be grateful about things that we have. And I really appreciate an honest review on Amazon, because I like to get to 18,000 review. I need only 100. review.
You're almost there.
Almost there. Almost there.
Tesla looking a little weak here.
Any other question, guys? Yeah, I don't know if my life story would be a book or not. Like people have done big achievements in life. They write books. They better write books. I haven't achieved anything in life. If one day I become somebody, I'll write a book.
You climbed the 7 summits.
Yeah, a lot of people have done great 7 summits. Not a big deal. Uber is doing nothing. There's no order flow on Uber. Tesla is kind of dead. The NVIDIA is hitting 142.
It did. It got there. Now it's pulling back again.
Oh, Sardar is saying he finished his book Profiting as an Active Trader. Brian has a couple of books that is interesting. I want to actually write a swing trading book again, another one. I know Brian's book is really good, but I think I want to write swing trading as well, even though I'm not really a swing trader, but I want to learn swing trading and write a book just to steal Brian's position in the market. Yeah.
There you go. That'll be your next book.
Next book, yeah. But writing book is it's very difficult, and it's actually very easy because now with ChatGPT, editing is really easy. Editing was really difficult for me, but also, I mean, it's a lot of work to have a good book, like really good charts, clear, no mistake. It's a lot of attention. Like I've lost that attention. Like with this ADHD, I used to have that energy 10 years ago. Now I just don't have it. So I'm traveling a lot. All right. Any question, guys?
Other interests? Tesla's slowly leaking off here.
SPY just continuing going
man, the Qs and the Spire. Yeah.
Man, SPY. Wow, recovered all the losses back last week.
Yeah.
Any question inside the chat room, guys? So Samir is asking how to hold your position or to get out. So having a trade management rule helps you on that. That's why my trade book is going to talk about that. So when you enter any single trade, everything, you have to have a risk management in there. So you have to have a sand in the line that you get out. Like this is the correct way of trading. The wrong way, the idiot way, is like Michael Saylor says, that just buy at the top. And if you're not buying at the top, you're an idiot. So when you're buying at the top, according to Mr. Saylor on Bitcoin, so where is your get out? Then you don't have any because he said buy at the top. But when, as it's experienced trader, an educated trader, you buy, you have to know where you get out of it. For me, as an opening range breakup, my stop loss is at the VWAP. So if I lose the VWAP, I'm getting out of it. If it loses and continues going lower, then I scratch my head. Then it means that I broke my rule, my stop loss rule. So always get out when you have that stop loss that you have. Like for example, if you're trading like Thor or other people, you're shorting at R4. If you break the R4 and continue going higher, if it closes above R4, you got to get out. Like if it's a mountain pass like Peter, you're shorting it. If it comes back into the second peak, you have to get a stop out. If you're doing a 920 trade like Brian, if it breaks the 20 moving average, you have to get out. So every single trade book must have a stop loss. If you don't have it, that means you're gambling, like Mr. Saylor is saying.
Yeah, he's just way too bullish on Bitcoin.
He has to. He has no other choice to be bullish because he's
that's right. Well, and that's what he said about his company. He said his company was failing. Was going nowhere. So he just made a huge bet on Bitcoin.
No, Bitcoin is good. No, I'm not against Bitcoin. I'm against um, just not having a plan entering the trades. That's the thing. I mean, Bitcoin is like gold, an asset, but it's a speculative asset. So, there is speculation, there's risk on that, there's volatility in that. It's also very important, guys, that return by itself doesn't matter. Like risk adjusted return is important in Wall Street. Like we just figure out this trading for few years. Wall Street has done this for hundreds of years. They've already published the research papers on that. So the return is really not that important. If you go to Twitter, everybody's posting P&L, but the question is the volatility of your portfolio. That's the most important point. There is no point of putting all of your assets in something that moves up 10% in a month or 15% in a time, because the volatility is a big element of portfolio. So that's why we have risk adjusted return, Sharpe ratio. The people who read our papers, Sharpe ratio is that, okay, how much return you're getting per unit of risk. The higher the better. So the Sharpe ratio of a SPY, if it's 1, essentially you're getting 1 return per 1 unit of risk. If you have a system on day trading that your Sharpe ratio is 2, that means that you're getting 2 return per 1 unit of risk. And that's why they compare that's why I'm saying that Wall Street has already published all the research, all the criteria. People got Nobel Prize for that, for the Sharpe ratio. So the day trading opening range breakout that we published paper on it with Carlo Zaratini, we did investigate the Sharpe ratio, and the Sharpe ratio was 2, while the S&P 500 buy and hold, the Sharpe ratio is 1. That means that per unit of risk, you're getting 2 units of reward, and that's meaningful. Bitcoin Sharpe ratio is probably 0.1, means that per unit of the risk that you're doing, you're not getting that much of a return. So again, the volatility is a very important element of trading and portfolio. That's why you can't really consistently have a system on things like JTAI, in my opinion, unless you are a big follower, chatroom holder, chatroom follower, that you can dump it on that kind of things. It's very difficult to have consistent risk-adjusted return. No, I don't use SAMP trailing stops, but trailing stops are very, very good to use. I just don't use them. So wash sale, actually, I don't know. Wash sale is Brian. Is wash sale is the one that people are selling at the end of the year for the cut their losses and do that?
Yeah. It's a wash sale is selling at the end of the year, and then you're supposed to wait a certain if you want to get back in the position, you're supposed to wait for a certain period of time.
Yeah, I think it's 30 days, huh? But here's the thing. I don't
30,
know if
yeah.
my corporation end year is not the fiscal, the calendar year. So I don't know if wash sale is really applying for everybody. It's one of those things that I never really understood. Like I know your corporation is not probably December, so everybody has different corporate end year for the company. In Canada, it's also 30
Yeah.
days. It's all in Canada. Keep is also 30 days. Because when I wanted to
Yeah.
do the TNA loss, I talked to my accountant.
Yeah, I'm not entirely sure how that works with day trading, because obviously could be buying Tesla one day, selling it, and then back in buying and selling it again the next day.
All right, so let's get some more questions, guys.
Things are probably running out of steam here.
Yeah.
As we get closer to 1 o'clock Eastern.
Yeah, Feliz Navidad, guys. Feliz Navidad.
Feliz Navidad. Yeah.
So this is a very good question. Vahid is asking in YouTube, when did you become consistent? You're never really a consistent trader. You're one trade away from blowing up your account.
Yeah.
I think I, kind of got the hold of trading after about a year or so, year and a half. But of course, I was a small trader, but I had some big losses that really blew up, my years of profit. So remember that there is no point. Like, when are you fit? When can you say you're fit? physically. Never. You always have to be careful. You always have to watch the diet. You always have to exercise. You always have to sleep well. So it's one of those things that you get a grasp of it. We see that in the funded accountant bootcamp is that people have them and then boom, then drop. So never. The answer to that is never. I know it's not the
Yeah.
one that you want to hear, but you always have to be careful. You're one trade away from destroying your life. And that's why trading is such a dangerous thing. It's probably, after war is the most dangerous thing that human has ever done. It's just because you're one click away from destroying everything. I don't think there's any other career that you can, with one mistake, you can blow up everything. Like even engineers, like, usually there's supervision, there's a professional engineer has to stamp everything and, everything. Maybe a doctor, surgeon, unless, doing an open heart surgery and yeah, maybe, but I don't think anyone would do that. But even the doctor in the surgery, I'm
Yeah.
sure there's other people. There's, there's nurses. No, doctor, don't do that. No. Ah. I don't know.
Well, people are human. They make mistakes, right? And this is why we spend so much time talking about emotion and discipline, because that's really the key to being a consistent trader. It's nothing else. We have a couple of Marines that are traders, or ex-military people that are traders, Mike and John, and you can see how disciplined they are in their trading. It's that character that's been built into them as and developed, and that's what makes them relatively good traders.
Yeah. How to
Looks
get over the
like
losses? That's a good question. Like, how to get the losses is, you always have to play within your range. When you buy a lottery ticket, sometimes I do, it's fun. Then it's the jackpot is like $100 million, I buy it. It's like I need more money in my life. Sometimes I buy that, but it's $20. Even if you don't win, you're not gonna go. But if you just go all in, like if on a lottery ticket or something, then the losses can be super bad. So you always have to play within. So even if you have $100,000, don't trade on $100,000. Trade on only $10,000 on that and see how it goes. And then you see your equity curve, and then based on the equity curve, you can make a decision if you want to go higher or no. So we do have, the funded accounts, process. So, every day I'm going to review that. So the top traders that we have right now is in 60 days, he's made $15,000. Congratulations on this amazing person. Trader number 248. So $15,000 in 60 days. It's absolutely amazing. So I can't wait until I write
yeah,
it
that's pretty
for
good.
him. Yeah, it's amazing. Like imagine he doubled his account in 2 months. He's a really good trader. So that's really amazing. I congratulate him. But here's another thing: is that you mentioned when are you becoming a really good trader? Steve was in Peak Capital. He made the big check this year at the boot camp. He also had a bad trade, so he also had a really big loss. So see, even traders who've gone through the 3 months of consistent supervision and getting a big check from me, they can really make one mistake and just wipe out big profits.
See what else is going on in the market. Let's take a look at Trading Terminal. See what stocks are popping up here. This ACHR was one I had on my
Wow, it's
swing trade
BOS.
watch list.
AOS
It's
is getting.
popping.
I'm gonna get out of my all Nvidia and Tesla guys. I'm all out of it. They kind of pulling back, so that was fun following them.
Well, it lasted.
Yeah, that was fun while it lasted.
Oh, ET, Energy Transfer. That's a stock I've got for a swing trade, or it's more of a position trade. It's longer term. I'm just what else? What else going
What
on?
did they name?
Sound has been was stock that everybody's been trading, and it's in a turbo breakdown. There goes Tesla back to the VWAP. Whoa, Nvidia's selling off too.
All right, so I got out of Nvidia, guys, and Tesla. As you see, it was a pretty good day.
Mm-hmm.
In the chat room, what's happening in the chat room? SMCI, what's SMCI doing? SMCI, I think is kind of 33, huh? Wow, SMCI is running up again. So much fun on SMCI last 2 weeks. I made so much money on
Yeah.
SMCI. Netflix popped up. Wow. Netflix is back to 1,000. You know, it's really funny because Bill Ackman, which a lot of people think is a really good investor, sold the Netflix like at around 400. And I remember he posted that Netflix is a garbage company. It's like around here. And what a bounce on it. You know,
Who
it went
was it?
down to
It was
150 and came back.
Who was he was him and Nelson Peltz, right? Are always fighting.
Yeah. Yeah, I
Remember
sold
they
it out
had
2 weeks after the social, yes. But you know, I didn't have
remember they
Netflix. I recently got it. There's really a lot of good shows. I mean, I think they kind of changed it, the content to good quality. Like they invested a little bit more content. There are really good shows and TVs right now in Netflix. Used to be garbage, but I'm back. I'm paying.
it's not that expensive either when you think of it.
Yeah, no, it's not. And they crack down the password sharing a lot. Like I used to
Yeah.
use my, one of my friends' password all the time. It's just not, I'm a millionaire, but it's a matter of principle that you don't pay $20. But they just keep constantly logging me out, and eventually I said, "Oh, fuck it, I'm gonna pay." So they cracked down the password sharing pretty well, which is easy based on the IP address. I don't know why they had trouble
Nah,
putting it in.
I don't know. Crazy.
So Steve, if you're already a member, then you can just purchase, the funded account $9.99 on the website, and half of it is really goes to your platform fee. But if you want a membership with that, then that one has a discount. So I can actually put the link here. If you're already a member, if you buy it based on this deal, we add 1 year to your membership. Just email us and we extend your 1 year membership. Yeah, Edinson is asking if
Wow.
scalping is good. Yeah, I'm pretty much doing a scalping. Like a scalping has a lot
Wow.
of meanings. I'm pretty much doing a scalping. I think it's a very good way of making money. And a lot of people, like somebody in the YouTube ask, okay, if I want to, hang out more, where should I do hang out more? I don't think you should hang out more too much about trading. Just get a life. Like I hate people spending 24/7 on these chat rooms and discords, and
Yeah.
trading is good for a couple of hours. I don't think if you over hang out with people, you might actually make bad decisions. Like I told you a few weeks ago, the information is also like food. There's a lot of junk information. You got to stay away from junk food. Same as information. You don't want to just consume information all the time. Like back in our evolution time, information was not a big issue. Like, our primary age, people didn't have internet and TikTok and stuff. But now that you have, you got to be very careful. Like when you're staying away from junk food, junk information is also dangerous.
Well, and the other thing too is, I mean, if you hang around too much, and if you're trading, you can easily overtrade. Like get trading too much and taking trades because you're sitting around. You get tempted to take trades maybe that aren't part of your trade book, and then you just end up losing money if you sit in front of the computer long enough and take many trades. The important thing is just to focus on what, we've talked about the importance of building a trade book. That's Andrew's writing the book about now. And, you've got to have a trading plan and just stick with it. And that sometimes means you don't take too many trades. Peter's an example. He might only take one or two trades. Same with John. He might not. John and Peter might not take any trades because they just haven't seen their setup.
Super important.
There's nothing.
I mean, even if
Yeah.
Go ahead. Sorry.
No, I was just going to say there's nothing wrong with hanging out. If hanging out has to mean that you're studying, learning your trade book, practicing. That's the kind of stuff that you need to spend your time doing.
Yeah, Peter. Something that Peter has is Peter is very interesting. He's pretty active in the chat room and enjoys hanging out, but he's also very good at controlling himself not to overtrade, and that's what I really admire about Peter. I don't think anyone spends that much in the chat as much as Peter, but I think he's also one of the traders that trades very little. So I like that.
Yeah, we have a number of traders like that.
Yeah, Gary L, I think, is one of really good traders. Khizer is one of our good traders. Sean is one of our traders that are really in the chat room active, especially Gary L. But I don't think he's also over trading. So it's super important to remember this is a gambling environment, like a drug addict going and see all the cocaines everywhere. So you got to be careful. It's an environment that you got to be very careful. Tesla is moving back.
Well, Tesla just had an amazing bounce off the VWAP. Can see here on my screen, guys, if you see the VWAP right here. Unfortunately, I didn't take that one, but we made a similar trade yesterday with AMD on that setup. We do have some orders on Tesla that they're at 451, 452. What is Tesla? What did we top out at before on Tesla here?
452
Ionic.
almost.
Yeah.
And the all-time high is 490. I wanted to sell 500 calls, and last week you didn't let me. I never forgive you for that.
IONQ is breaking out here. Oh, ACHR is breaking out.
ACHR.
Yes.
SMCI. SMCI is slowly going up.
Perfect.
ACHR is also going up nicely. Archer Aviation. ARC. Interesting.
ACH, yeah, it's some aviation company.
What happened with United Airlines? Gonna bounce back.
I thought they had some problem. They had to shut down temporarily. I don't know what the problem was. Maybe it
Yeah, I don't
was
know.
maybe it was problem with their computer system booking. I don't know. Tesla seems to be toppy here. Not sure I'd trust it though. Big drop.
Very nice, guys. How to flip the dust chart? How do you mean flipping the dust chart? You mean flipping it like this? RGTI. Yeah, RGTI was the quantum computer. No, RGTI was
Yeah,
this one is moving up again. Yeah. The Getty computing. Yeah. Wow, it's
yeah.
amazing. Yeah.
Rigetti.
It's a great day. Who would have thought? Who would have thought?
Oh yeah. I thought yeah. It's so many things are going up here. You looking very good. Ooh, natural gas. Loving that. It's looking good. Yeah, PLTR had a nice day. Really took off right at the open. This breaking out on a daily chart too. PLTR is
Yeah.
probably gonna. I can see it being in 100 next year, early next year sometime.
PLTR is super nice. Yeah. So tomorrow is a holiday, but the Boxing Day, the market is open. Yes.
Yes.
Yes, the Boxing Day market is open.
Yeah. It's open for the rest of the week after Wednesday holiday, and then the other day that the markets are closed is January 1st, whatever day that is. I
Yeah,
think that's a
New Year's
Monday, isn't
Day.
it?
Yeah. I think it's Wednesday.
Is it a Wednesday? I don't
New Year's
because no,
Wednesday.
25. No, I think it's a Tuesday.
It's a Wednesday, Brian.
Oh, the first, yeah, probably. Yes, you're right.
Metal is strong. Yeah, the market's super interesting. Everything like
Everything's strong. Yeah, Meta's breaking out here. It pulled back,
Meta is
got a trade,
strong.
jumped, yeah, it bounced right off of PDC yesterday's closing price. SPY looks like SPY's right up at R4 high of day. Same with the Qs, high of day. AMD is a dog. Still green, but it's really struggling here. Hmm. AMD is probably going to 125.
I mean, these not great, huh? They're not really not great.
No, it also bounced off yesterday's closing price.
Mr. Pezim, what's your plan for
Yes.
2025? What are you going to do?
What's my plan? Alaska, one for a week, but my plan is to do another BBT road trip.
Retreat, you mean, huh?
Another, retreat, road trip retreat.
That sounds like a
That's
very
what we're
great
looking
idea.
forward to.
Let's do a poll. Where should be next retreat would be? Where
You could
should
say we talked about
be
Thailand, Dubai.
next retreat? All right, so let's do a choice. Dubai,
It was,
Thailand. Where do you think? No, California is just everywhere there. Fiji, somewhere exotic. Antarctica,
Morocco would
no.
be cool. I like
Morocco.
Morocco.
Yeah, I like Morocco. Yeah, Morocco is really cool. Morocco in the northern Morocco next to Mediterranean Sea, you can get some really cool places. South Africa, I like that. South Africa,
Hmm
I
You
like
have to
that.
think about how difficult it is for people to get. Yeah, it has to be some place that's easy to get, relatively easy to get to. I mean, Colombia wasn't
Vietnam.
super easy. Vietnam, yeah,
Yeah, let's not get so many choice.
yeah,
Let's do that. In South
so
America,
many
Brazil
places.
might also be something like that. Brazil is also interesting. All right, go for it. Let's see. I want to send the poll, guys. Vote now, guys, for the next retreat in 2025. Wow, people are super divided. It doesn't matter the time. We just want to see the location, what the location thing. No, Miami, Seattle, California, these are the places that people can go by themselves, have fun. But Colombia is a place that you might never go by yourself.
Hmm
Vote now, guys. Vote now. Super divided.
So now, while I'm short AMD, I think it's going to hit 125 here.
SMCI just keeps running up. It's really nice.
Here we
SMCI
go.
is amazing. What did AVGO do, Broadcom? AVGO did
It's
nothing.
no. Come on, here we go with AMD. It's going to 125.
All right, so the result is very divided, not an overwhelming. Definitely South Africa is Dubai and Thailand has some. Dubai and Thailand were the top one. So people need the sun.
Oh, here we go. 125. There we go. Filled on AMD.
Brian is
Nice.
shorting AMD.
Just some stocking stuffer money. Wow, Netflix. I remember when Netflix was just trying to get through 600. Now it's like 920. Hmm.
Guys, so what's happening? What are we doing?
What are we doing?
Wow,
We're
SMCI
watching
is crazy. SMCI is
some
crazy,
of
Brian.
I know. I'm looking at some of these other ones too, like LUNR,
Wow.
ACHR, SOUN. Yeah, it's all Crazy. You go crazy.
Yeah, SMCI is crazy. Wow. It's getting parabolic. I'm so tempted to make another trade, guys. I'm really working hard not to. Yes.
Yeah, everything is looking pretty green. What about Ionic, IONQ? Wow, it's getting ready to break out as well here.
Guys, again, happy holidays. Thanks for everybody who followed their journey. I wish a great holiday season for everybody. 2025 is going to be amazing. The market
Yeah,
volatility is here to stay. I really hope that we can help you learn how to trade and teach you how to, or inspire you, not teaching you, inspire you to become better in your life. The BBT has been a community for me, a community of high achievers. And when you look at every single one of you, you know, have been always high achievers. Like you don't have to climb mountains to be a high achiever. Like you can be an amazing family person, you can be an amazing professional, you can be an amazing boyfriend, amazing girlfriend, anything. And I like BBT to inspire each other, and that would be nice, like a community of high achievers. Of course, the theme of our community would be trading and investing, but just being a
I
group.
like how some of I like how some of the stories that we heard from people about how they decided to make lifestyle changes based on being part of our community as well. Like I can't remember was it one guy, the one which probably shouldn't say his name, but he talked about
Yeah,
how he
yeah,
started exercising and bringing discipline not just to his trading but to his life, and lost 30 or 40 pounds. So
yeah. It was a team.
those were really really
Yeah,
inspiring stories.
yeah. I really hope that we can inspire each other. Like I've been always inspired by Peter, Brian, everybody in the community, and I like to have this community growing in a very good way. Look, again, I don't want growth in any way. I don't want everybody in this community. I like to growth in a really nice way, adding better tools, better content, and so yeah, it's super exciting if you can actually do better together. And you can share your whole trading journey with us, or maybe part of it, or maybe come and go. But I think it's the time to reflect. I think, especially now that the market is kind of, I'm done with my trading. A lot of people might not be, but I really hope
Hmm.
that you guys continue following our journey.
This Tesla came back up at high of day. We're kind of getting, oh, look at the Qs. Qs are breaking out here. SPY is also breaking out. Markets continues to stay strong.
Yeah. And again, thank you guys so much for your reviews on my book. I really appreciate that. So I read every single review, and it really means a lot for me, and I really appreciate that.
Hmm.
All right, Tesla is going to go back up
Wow.
to the high of the day.
Tesla's
Very
going,
interesting.
yeah, back to Yeah, back to Hive Day here.
Christmas gift for Elon Musk and everybody who
Apparently,
has.
for President Musk.
That's Brian. FRSX. Brian, what is FRSX?
Um,
Actually, I was reading
FR,
something in the Economist yesterday. Let me bring the Economist.
FRSX, Foresight, Autonomation. Weird.
So I was reading an article. This version of Economist is actually pretty nice. So I was reading something in Economist. So the title is Disruptor in Chief. It was about the Silicon Valley technologists and MAGA nationalist movements that they bond together. So, and they said this, if, obviously they're saying that everybody agrees that the government needs to reform and rehaul. And in the article, it was saying, it was very, 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 very interesting. The article was saying that the Musk needs to succeed in this. If it doesn't, then nobody dare to really attack the deficit again, ever. Like if a billionaire who doesn't want to run again and the richest person in the world that has vision for humanity cannot fix the budget deficit and everything, then probably no one ever would try, and that's very dangerous. So essentially, Economist, which is very, very left, very left publication,
No,
they were saying it's important that they to become to succeed because again, if these two most powerful people in the world that they can, and also it was a very interesting article. It was saying it's also very dangerous. This not very dangerous, inherently very volatile between President Trump and Elon Musk, because again, President Trump is a very nationalist. The MAGA is a nationalist movement, but Tesla is a super exposed to other countries. Like 50% of the production is in China. So in
right.
nature, they have very volatile conflict with each other. And it was saying that it was very interesting. And it's not the first time that a very big industrialist or technologist become so powerful in the government. And like a lot of people are saying President Musk, but it was said, back in the Rockefeller had so much power in the politics. Or
Yeah.
before Federal Reserve, JP Morgan, he was acting as the Federal Reserve. So, and they had so much power over, probably more than what Elon Musk has in the politics. So they said it's not something new. That it's a technologist or industrialist or financier becomes so powerful in politics and usually ended up in something good. So they were wishing them really well, and that was very interesting. So I really think, I really hope that Elon Musk can actually attack and become successful, because national debt is a danger. Like it's 6% of the GDP. Yeah, it's very, very.
Canada has the same problem. It's not quite as bad as the US, I don't think.
I think actually is as bad as US, because I
Not as
think
a,
that
I
per
think it,
capita Canada
not
is
as,
one of the has biggest the debt per capita, because our economy is much smaller.
I thought the percentage to GDP was lower, but could be wrong. I could be wrong.
Yeah, maybe I'm also wrong too. So
Here we go.
Tesla going to 452.
Yeah. Talk about overtrading. I'm just long some calls just for see if we get 452.
Ryan, should we start selling
Here we
calls on
go.
Tesla? What do you get?
The 500s end of the
No,
week.
I don't think we get anything this week, huh? Should we get
You get 43 cents.
for end of the week for 1% move?
Yeah.
or 10% move, $40.
43 cents. If you go down to 490s, you'll get. If you go to 490s, you'll get 82 cents. Or
What
80
about
cents roughly.
we sell 490, we sell 490, we buy
Buy the
500.
500s. 80 cents, 40 cents. So you're risking, so you're making 40 cents on a $10 spread. It's not that great. Not that great.
I've been burned down a couple of times on these Tesla calls. I don't know. I have a performance anxiety.
You're better to sell puts.
Yeah, but you don't get anything on the puts. It's very strong.
Let's see what 420 puts. 420 puts are 93 cents. Yeah, nice bounce back on NVIDIA. AQP, trading that. Thanks, Sean. Appreciate the best wishes. Hope everybody out there has a good Christmas, good holiday, whatever you're celebrating. I've already celebrated the winter solstice. Licked a few frogs. That's right.
What? So, Jared, what should I do? Should I sell 500 and 580 puts? What should I do?
Yeah. There you go. Yeah. That's Jared's the same, sort of saying the same thing. He's saying you're selling calls into the area that they're running towards, which is why I was saying we sell. If you're going to sell anything, sell the puts, because we're
No, he's saying that do
see here.
both.
Do both. Well, you could do a straddle or a strangle.
Yeah, you're right. Actually, Jared, I need to do it properly. This is doesn't make any sense.
We're finally getting a bit of a pullback here on some of these runners like LUNR, ACHR. Sound has gone back into the red. So Tesla's now pulling back a bit. Q's and SPY, and that last pop up, they kind of failed a bit. Still in an uptrend on both. All right. Meta's now sort of kind of double top there. What else have we got? What else we got here? Netflix. Then Yeah, everything's like I said, this is kind of where we're going to get into some. It's going to get kind of quiet, I think, it's 11
SMCI is
o'clock.
always, I just
It's
don't know where to get into
SMCI
it. Yeah, it's been on the rip, on the tear, as you say.
on a tear. Let's see. Yeah, it's pretty, wow, what a nice 2-minute chart on that. Just uptrend right from 10 o'clock. Just continual. It's kind of looking a little toppy here, though. Daily. Kind of filling some gaps a bit. See, what have we got here? Low 35.55 low on the 13th. So we kind of filled that bit of a gap there from December the 15th. Came pretty close to it, within 5 cents anyway. Oh, there goes Tesla. Boing. Nice pullback after that push through that area of liquidity on Tesla. Q's and SPY still tapping at the door, still looking to go higher.
Wow, it's crazy. Market is
Yeah,
strong. To the moon, guys. To the moon.
the moon.
SPY is just
Yeah,
1% up. Wow. SPY is back up to
volume
600. Time high 609. Santa
volume
Claus
is
rally.
kind of dropping
Oh,
off. Yeah, volume is kind of dropping off a bit here, so not surprising.
amazing, guys. Hey, guys. So on YouTube, thank you so much. Merry Christmas, everybody. Happy holidays. We'll
Yeah,
see you trading on. Tomorrow is Wednesday. So Wednesday is off. Tomorrow is off. Thursday, 26th, we'll be trading. I'll be trading. I am not
Wednesday.
going anywhere. So I am going for a run,
Okay.
Vahid, right now. After this, I'm going to go for a run. I have a bunch of meetings the rest of the day. So yeah, all the best, guys, and see you soon. Guys in the chat, I'm also heading out for a run. Wish me luck. And all the best, guys.
Yeah. Have a
Wow,
good one,
amazing.
everyone.
All the best, guys.
Yeah, all the best, and we'll see you on Thursday.
Cheers.
Cheers.